All right, guys, Denson Taylor again. I want to take a minute and just kind of do a recap on the compensation plan. I want to give you a step-by-step plan for the next 6 months. If this plan works, as I'm going to lay it out to you, you'll develop a six-figure residual income of about 8,000 a month plus. So I'm going to I'm going to recover the key points in all of that. Okay, we know that you can buy low and sell high. We know that you can make fast start commissions, all those different things. But the core of this comp plan, again, are dual team commissions. And I want you to write this down. U plus two is all about U plus two. This is what you have to, think here, and then understand as well that worst case scenario, you're in at 199 and you're building at 199. You're going to start kicking out cycles because every 199 is 160 on your pay leg. Your pay leg, of course, is your lesser leg. So 15% of that 160, just to recap, is $24 per cycle. As your business starts to duplicate, you can cycle up to 625 times per week, giving you an earning potential of up to 15,000 per week. And again, the 199 is 160. The 499 is 400, so that gives you multiple cycles, and the 2499 is 2000. And again, you just take each one of those numbers, you put 160 into it. If it's on your pay leg, it tells you how many cycles that's going to pay you on. Now, I really want you to get this part of it down. Okay, just understand that you're building two teams, one left, one right. Okay, so one left, one right. And again, you have to understand the power of leverage. It's not about how many people you personally sponsor. It's not how many you do, it's how good you do a few. So if all you did was referred your two, again, first month, and all you did the second month is to help them do what you did, okay, and to refer to, that means the second month you've got four. Now, some of you all may take this in a week's time. You might say, okay, this week I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get my two. And next week, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to help them to get their two and teach them to do the exact same thing. That is the way that you create duplication in your business. And again, after 12 steps of that, whether it's 12 weeks, 12 months, you've got over 8,000 distributors. And I can tell you, if you build a business and you've got 4,000 distributors on each side of your business, and they started up with just the 199, not the 499, not the 24.99, but even just the 199, you create 4,000 cycles times $24. Again, that's 96,000 in upfront income, and the recurring revenue is the key. Okay, some companies don't pay you in the binary on recurring revenue, and all that means is this: some companies only pay that binary on brand new people as they come in, and the recurring dollars go to another comp plan that wouldn't benefit you as much. Well, I want you to think about something here. If you're getting people started at 199 and they're going on $100 per month in their auto ship, that's recurring revenue. They're just getting the products that they need. I remember when I first started, I got a $4.99 package, but you know what? I had to order this every month in order to keep my product on hand, in order to keep my body hydrated. So those recurring dollars, that's what that 100 a month auto ship is. Well, when the recurring money goes back through that binary, it creates a $48,000 per month residual income. You have to look at it this way. At some point, you'll be 10% as good as this, about 5,000 a month. At some point, you'll do this. At some point, you'll do more than this. So the bottom line is this: just focus on what it's all about. Not to mention, if it goes another level from what I've shown you here, you're maxing out this comp plan plus. So again, start with two. Stay very focused and just understand that U plus two qualifies you for dual team commissions, one on each side with the 199, creates a cycle that goes to $100 a month in the auto ship, and half of that upfront income comes back the following month. Now, the executive match is a 25% pay match on what I just showed you from team commissions. It matches up to that $15,000 per week and is paid on anybody you personally refer. There are no limits. But you must be national marketing rep to qualify. So this is where it's significant. Be sure that you're qualified at $100 in your monthly order, but you also have to have 4. Okay, so you put your first 2 people in, you teach them to do the same thing, but you know what? You want to start matching their incomes right away. So what do you want to do? You want to go on and put 2 more in, so you've got a total of 4. 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right, or 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right, from how you're looking at me right now. So the bottom line is you've got to have 4 personally sponsored that are doing 100 a month. And look at this. If one of your people gets a check and earns $500 this week, you'll see an amount on your check for $125. If somebody gets a check for $5,000, you'll see an amount for $1,250. If somebody gets a check for $15,000, you'll see an amount for $3,750. So again, that is very serious stuff. You don't know what it's going to be, but one thing you do understand is that every time somebody creates or gets paid a cycle, which is $24, you want to match that by 25%, because you can go out there and get a cycle on your own and you get 100% of it, but 4 other people get a cycle and you make 25%. It's the same as you getting a cycle. That's real serious. And then of course, rapid rewards. If you're qualified for the executive match, you're also qualified for rapid rewards. This will put you in a profit situation very quickly. And again, you have to be qualified at $100 in your monthly order and help 4 other people to do the exact same thing. If you've got 4 at 100, you're going to get a bonus every month of $80. So the minimum cycles that you make in addition to this $80 totally offsets the cost of your products. And then if your 4 people duplicate that, 16 on the second level, your rapid rewards bonus goes to $320. So that's an amount that you're going to see on your paycheck every month like clockwork, $320 plus everything else. So, again, if you take care of one area, you take care of the other. If you be sure, just off the bat, be sure that you've got your 2 to qualify for team commissions. Be sure that you add 2 more to qualify to match other people in their team commissions. Then, of course, that qualifies you for rapid rewards. And when you help your people do the same thing, you add an additional $320 on top of everything. That is very significant. And this is what it looks like, okay? You've got 4 people, 2 left, 2 right. If you're doing 100 a month, they're doing 100 a month. Your products are basically free and you pick up that 25% match. Now, another thing is this. We duplicate it with our people. We help each one of them to make 4 referrals. They get their products free. You develop that extra $500 per month. So I don't have to tell you, it's all about the number 4. But you have to understand, getting people started, you take it a step at a time. Okay, just take it one step at a time. Everybody you get involved in the business, your goal should be to get them qualified for dual team commissions with their 2 immediately, their first week in the business, and then take that second week or take that second day, whatever it is, and help them to get their other 2. 4 is the magic number. And again, it pretty much qualifies you across the board. Now, one other thing I want to show you is this, okay? If you're building this way, okay, let's say you've got 10 people on each side of your business in this scenario, but let's say your very first month, okay, and I'm about to give you a 6-month plan to take this thing to $8,000 a month. It's something I feel like could be very attainable if you focus on this. Now, what I want you to do while I'm thinking about it is this. There's a button at the bottom of this page that is going to take you to hydratingthenation.com. Okay, I want you to go to hydratingthenation.com and I want you to click on the downloads tab. And I want you to be sure that you've got these documents here. Okay, we got a Xooma sign-up form there. So, you can print that out. If you got the pad from the company, use it. If you don't have the pad from the company, print this out and make copies of it. And always have sign-up forms on hand so you can collect that information and enter your people if they're not going to the website. Okay, it's perfectly okay to do that. And then, of course, you want to download the memory jogger. You want to use the memory jogger to put as many people on the list as you can. That's the first thing that you want to do is compile a list of 100 people that you know, people that you love, people that you care about, okay? And you're going to work about 20 names on that list at a time. You want to download the 5 key questions questions. Okay, get comfortable with these questions so you can get the conversation going about this opportunity at any time. You also, this is very important, you want to download that $500 worksheet, and with anybody, you'll be first. I want you to record your four people in there, and when you help them to get their four, put their four names in there as well. Once you get that completed, $500 a month. Anybody that you get that's serious, you want to keep up, have them, give them a $500 worksheet, and you have a copy as well to keep up with their progress and help them to get it filled out. You get them to $500 a month, you grow your income. So the bottom line is this, okay, month one, I want you to take your $500 worksheet, and our goal is going to help you to get your first two, then another two, for a total of four. Okay, and you do that with the $199, you're going to get your money right back. You'll make $228 right back. And then our goal during that first 30 days is to help your four people with that $500 worksheet duplicate that process. That's your first $700. Now, what happens at that point? Well, they go on $100 a month in their auto ship, and everybody does their 100. That's created $500 a month in residual based income. So your goal in your first 30 days should be to get your first four, okay, and help them to get their four. Fill out the $500 worksheet. Now, let's look at what we want to do month two. And before I go to month two, I want to show you this. Everything you see in red is residual income that you've developed, okay? There's not another company out there that you can go do this small amount of work and develop this kind of residual income. So month one, you've developed $500 a month in residual income that's going to show up in month two. Okay, so what does that mean? That means in month two, you've got a $500 head start. Okay, so month two, you're starting with $500 a month already on the books, and you created 10 cycles because you got 10 people on each side of the business that got involved at $199. And you know what? If you're plugging your people in and you work this right, let's say that those 10 cycles, each one of these people just grow by two. All they did in that next month is just refer two people in order for them to qualify for dual team commissions. Okay, well, if that's the case, you created 20 cycles times $24. That's $480 in upfront money. So what did you make month two? You made that $500 in that residual plus that $480 in new money. You made $980. But remember, the residual that you develop is in red. So from that new business at $480, they came in at $199, but guess what? They're going to come back in $100 a month in their auto ship, and that $100 a month in their auto ship is going to create an additional $240 a month in residual based income. So month three, you've got that $240 plus this $500. You started month three with $740 in income on the books already. You've got quite a few people in here that created 20 cycles. You're going to plug them into the system. You're going to let them watch this video, get them started. If the people that created those 20 cycles just grow by two, now you've got 40 new cycles that happened in your business times 24. That's $960. You add that $960 to the $740, you made $1,700 your third month, and guess what? These people got involved at $199. You made $960 up front. They go on $100 a month auto ship. That very quickly turns into a residual of $480 a month. Okay, so what is our head start for month four? All you do is take that $740, you add that $480 to it, and guess what? $1,220. So you got $1,220 in the books month four. So you've got a head start. You've got 40 cycles that happen, okay, and what are we going to do? Plug them in. If they each just grow by two, it creates 80 cycles, so times 24, you got $1,920. You add that $1,920 to the $1,220, you made $3,140 month four, and half of that, why? Because they got involved at $199, they come back at $100. That's $960 a month in residual income that's going to show up that fifth month. So, and guys, I want you to understand this head start, okay? Let's say that, I'll give you a for instance. I used to sell houses. And when I was selling houses, I traded my time for money. I mean, that was strictly it, trade of time for money. Sell a house, get paid, sell a house, get paid. So I remember some months I might sell 8 or 10 houses. I might sell 5 or 6 houses, whatever it is. But let's say that this month I made 20,000 selling houses. Every month I had to start over. But what if that 20,000 I made this month would automatically pay me an additional 10,000 that next month? And I go out and do what I was going to do and make that upfront income, but that 10,000 was there and it was going to be there every month, and I could go to work and add whatever. That is the way that this works. So month 5, you got $2,180 in commissions in the books. That's kind of a head start, and you got paid last month on 80 cycles. We grow that by 2. Now you got 160 cycles times 24 is $3,840. You add that to the 2180, you made 6,000 month 5. But you know what? Half of that 3840, because it's going to go from 199 to that $100 a month auto ship, 1920 in residual. So month 6, 4100. Okay, in your residual. So you got a head start of 4100 for the month. That may pay your bills, okay? But now you got paid on 160 cycles. If that just grows by 2, each one of those people just refer to qualify for dual team commissions. What I'm basically showing you right now, you get paid on 320 cycles times 24 is $7,680. And again, half of that's going to come back next month. But your 6th month, you made $11,780. And you've developed 3840 plus that 4100 in the residual, which is about 8,000 a month. And remember, if you've got your 4, as your people go do this, you match that 8,000 by 25%. So let's think about that. Every person, if your 4 people did what I showed you here, from this particular match, you're making an additional 8,000 a month on top of that. So, again, this is very serious, but you have to understand, it is the more simple it is, the more powerful it is. But if you don't focus on the simplicity of it, chances are it's not going to happen. So again, month 1, get that $500 worksheet done. You'll make over $700 and you'll develop $500 a month. In month 2, be sure to get your people plugged in, get them started on that $500 worksheet. But I don't care what you do, be sure that they get there too to qualify for dual team commissions. You may grow this number by 4. You may grow this number instead of month 1, month 2, week 1, week 2. But the bottom line is, however you do it, it doesn't matter. Our company will pay you accordingly. So I'm going to continue to, I'm kind of your comp plan coach with this. I'm going to continue to produce these videos for you to really make you understand. Because one thing I know is this: it's not how bad you want it, it's how long you will pursue it. It's how long you want it. And you know what? If you will continue to do this long enough, you will be successful. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.